So you'd have something a little bit more, you know, depressing. But, you know, hey, when John's with his family and Uncle comes by, woohoo, hoo-hoo-hoo, throw down, hoot nanny, brother. And then the Pinkertons show up and it's like, well, it had music, but it didn't have the beats of, like, the first game's music, or the second game. No spoilers. But okay. Let me avenge last game. I'm going to avenge last game. And then we'll have Gragas games for Verez if he's here. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna say Red Dead probably has my favorite music that works with the game. Not standalone songs per se, but like when it comes to using the music for the gameplay, it's like really good. Although the songs on their own are amazing. Who would have thought that shit like this would even work with a bunch of fucking gruff, dirty cowboys? You know what I mean? But you feel for them because of shit like this. Ew, what a moldy nut. That nut was moldy. Verez, are you here, bro? Oh, you are here. Okay, I see you, man. All right. I didn't count some of the Gragas games yesterday, by the way. They were pitiful. I like the other version of this song more. Wait, is it only this? Wait, does it pick up at the end? Oh, I think it does. Wait, I think it's the same song, but it is different. Heated discussions, they were. I'm passionate. I think it's the second half of this song that really is just, dude. It's coming! Just wait. I think. If I'm not mistaken, it should be here soon. Maybe. Maybe it's a different song. Wait. Hold! Hold! It's coming.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
It might be at the end of this. Just hold. It's coming. It's coming. Hold! Wait.
30 seconds until minions spawn. First blood.
Here it is, I think. Oh my god. Oh! It's so beautiful. It's so good. It's so sad, man.
Minions have spawned.
I'm gonna cry. Dude, it is so sad. I could cry. I could literally have tears. I have a few tears. They're just not down my cheeks yet. It's just so... It's so good. It's so good. It truly is that game. This is so sad. Can we get 5 gifted subs? He's not wrong. No, it's great, man. Red Dead is just... I've never felt like I've... Like, Red Dead is deserving of every ounce of support it's ever gotten.
The stream. What's your opinion on Cyberpunk? Specifically the gunplay and immersiveness Pepe laughed.
Oh, shut up! Listen, I like the immersiveness of the game. I only think aspects of the game, to me, don't meld with that immersiveness. I'm not saying the whole game is horrible, but there are aspects of every game that you won't enjoy. That's it. I think that's a fair thing. Hey! I'm gonna start crying. Can we get 20 more? Bood Ryan. Hey. Yo, Bood Ryan, thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you, sir. If you would like a spin after this, we could do that, man.
Happy little barrel.
Bro, I was kidding! I was kidding, but it is tragic. I think Bood Ryan likes Red Dead. I think both Ryans on this stream must like Red Dead. Thanks, man. But yeah, if you want to spin, let me know, dude. Do you think something from your future game list can beat Red Dead?
A happy little barrel.
That really is a tall order, man. Red Dead is just so... I don't even know. I don't even know. Well, okay, let me ask you guys this then, because you've maybe played more games than me. What is better than Red Dead? What is this? What? What is a game that you could actually say is better than Red Dead 2? Elden Ring.
For now.
Venka boys, we like to party.
To laugh, you got it, bro. Thank you. You think... Really? Sorry, let me play the game a little bit and we'll do that, okay? Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's happening
Only
soon.
got one sentence that time.
You know, it's just... Okay, I was kind of pissed off yesterday. You know, you'll learn, though. And again, sorry, Bood Ryan. If you just wanted to donate subs, man, I appreciate that, bro. But if you do want to spin, let me know in chat. And if not, you know, we don't have to. Totally fine. If you don't respond, I'm going to assume you don't want one, okay? And that's fine. But, you know, hey, gaming is...
I like Ghost of Tsushima more.
I looked into that game a little bit to try and see if I wanted to put it on a list. I think Ghost of... I'm a ghost. I see you, bro. Sorry, did I miss your typing earlier? If you do want to spin, I see you now. I did look into Ghost of Tsushima. And, people do like that game quite a bit. It was kind of weird to slot it in, just because it's like a 20-hour game.
As someone who's intrigued by your Cyberpunk playthrough and on the fence of buying the game, can you try to sell me on the game?
It's an RPG immersive experience in, like, a dystopic future. If you like being a thug, gang warfare, and, you know, that's basically it. You know, you'll probably like the game. It's a first-person immersive RPG with, like, great world building. Yeah. I'll say this: they take the world seriously. That's one way to put it. They actually didn't want to, you know.
Oh, look. A happy little barrel.
Rito to Vito.
You have slain an enemy.
Papa Bear, thank you, buddy. The 10 months. That's what I would sell you on with Cyberpunk, because that's all I know right now. I mean, I would say Cyberpunk's strongest selling point is its world building. I would say that's number one. You know, the gameplay is fine.
Did anyone tell you that all Growl FM radio has only songs from fans
made by
and
fans? Yeah.
community?
Someone did say that earlier. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it sounds like it's part of the universe, though, right? It's great. I'm not rushing the main story now. No, we're gonna do a few side quests. Fuck my nuts. Yum. Sorry, yes, Vanga boys will be on in 1 second. Once the wave is here, we're good. Bro, it's usually Ryan who donates this stuff. Who is Red Dead pilled this morning. I don't blame him. I think we all should be. Soul Reaver was good. The gameplay's a bit weak, but I do like the story. The story seems very interesting. We probably will go back and play 3, because the story wasn't completed with, like, 2. It was good, though. I feel like if you were to remake... You know what that game kind of reminds me of? Some oddball Kojima project. It's really just a left fielder of a story. It's very unique.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been
It's like refreshingly different. But one of the most interesting comments about that game, that franchise, is it was made too early. And I think I agree. That's a pretty fair thing to say. Nice. It was made too early in the sense that, like, you know, if they were able to develop the gameplay to fit the story, it would have been a better game. The story is unique and is worth the time. It's very different, but the gameplay really is just kind of dribble. It's just a classic type of game. It's not much, but I don't think it actively serves kind of the story, you know? It's cool, though. The game is cool. Sea Bunny, hello. No, games are awesome. Once you can look past, like, you know, if a story is good but the gameplay is bad, you can still celebrate the game.
About the voice acting in Cyberpunk, now that I watch your gameplay, I do understand your complaint about the voice acting. I don't think that Male V has a bad VA, but I don't think he fits the character. On the other hand, Fem V is voiced by Jeremy Lee, which is very experienced voice actor.
That's cool. You know, a lot of it, I mean, I'm not entirely sure if they, you know, sat down together to voice the conversation. Somebody said that game was mainly made in, like, COVID. And if you've got voice actors in COVID...
Statistically speaking, most players prefer Male V since the official romance statistic by a large margin is Panam.
Okay. I mean, do whatever you want, man. It's a game. The fact that it gives the players the option is totally up to them.
Fiemf is so much better than Male V, he just has the wrong vibe for most of the conversations, whereas Fiemf is spot on.
I haven't heard her, but, you know, typically if I play a game and they allow me to be, you know, a guy, I'm just gonna be a guy. So. We'll keep playing this. Hey, there's no more requests? That's fine. I'll play this one more. A bit lower, though. A little bit lower.
Would you consider some Halo 1 to 3 games to
That could be, yeah. Yep,
They
100%.
are quite short.
100%.
1 to 3 can be done in 3 to 4 days at Tobias Fate.
100%. That could be, you know what? That'll probably be the next big goal. Why not? Why not? The Halo franchise could be a great big goal. That is worthy of a big goal, I think, right? Like every Halo game. You know, that's a lot of them, though, right? Like, isn't that Reach? Wait, what's after Reach? And Reach is kind of like a side quest. It's not Chief, right? Isn't Halo 5?
Most of the things in the game and around the game feature only FemV, including a in-game official
I
music
forgot to do
video,
this.
which only features FemV. Timer is stopped.
Yeah, I just reactivated it, thank you. I mean, you know what? You know what I see? I don't want to say too much about Cyberpunk until I beat the game. Because I think at that point...
Halo games.
Jesus. Yeah, but some of them aren't really mainline, right? We're talking about Chief. For the sake of the voice acting, I feel like that game, Cyberpunk
1 to
feels
3,
a little bit half-baked.
4 to 5,
But it still is a
think,
good game.
Plus RTs.
Yeah, Halo Wars was the RTS game. But we'd play like Halo 1 through 3 and then maybe I don't know, something like that? I'm not sure.
6 mainline, Halo ODST and Reach.
Okay. Now, Halo's cool. It's just an old franchise. It's not a bad one. It's just one that hasn't been anywhere in a while.
Archer, I bought the game. Thanks, Mr. Tobias.
It's not bad. I think, even if you don't like the gameplay, you'll admit that the vibe of the game is like 10 out of 10. The vibe of Cyberpunk is like very well thought out. The atmosphere of that game is like
Cyberpunk was too ambitious for the resources CDPR. That is a completely fair criticism coming from a Cyberpunk ship.
No, that's exactly, I agree completely. It seems like they kind of swung a little bit too far, you know. It is not a bad game though by any means. Martial arts? No. Oh my god. What the hell? Jesus. I feel like everyone likes this song. There's no reason not to. You know what I mean? How could you not like the Venga Boys? You don't have to love them, but, like, it's just easy listening. It's a bop. No, it is good, yeah. It is not bad. I mean, I grew up with fucking Crazy Frog and all that crap. They're all bops.
A sight for scurvy eyes.
Half Horse Half Man by OCT and Total Eclipse of the Heart by Exit Eden.
Shit, Mandro with $10. Thank you so much, man. Let me go B and you got those two, okay? Thank you. Half horse, half man. It's the horse, man, bear, pig. Sorry, where is my damage?
A sight for scurvy eyes.
Can we get some your banished privateers?
Bro, what is going on? GANGPLANK! Fucking $11! You can, sir! I mean, If that's what you want, I can put that on. Thank you, man. First of all, let me put on the other two first, and then we will play some Ye Banished. And speaking of Ye Banished,
Oh, look! A happy little barrel!
AE more Graves games.
Stadio, thank you, buddy. Yes, there's more.
A summoner has disconnected.
Total Eclipse of the Heart. Sec. You know, I was talking to,
Even CDPR admitted that when they announced Cyberpunk Orion, which is the code name for the next game, cause they said that they have 10 more studios helping them with that.
Really? You know what? I don't blame them. All I see with Cyberpunk is potential. That game is very expansive. If both of your songs are added, and when it comes to Ye Banished, we'll play a few, okay? Thank you, guys.
A summoner has disconnected.
After this song, you got it. No, sorry. When I was talking to Bjorn of Ye Banished. He does a lot of the sometimes songwriting.
Games going ATM. If you mod it out.
If you mod it, sure. The vanilla version of the game's a little bit scuffed at times, but mods for sure.
A summoner has reconnected.
He wanted to send me some Ye Banished stuff for the release of their new album. So, if that comes in, we'll take a look at it on stream, but not yet. And the new album is great. Ye Banished never misses. All their music is very from the heart. Just like fun, you know?
Has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain.
Like, if you want,
Your turret has been destroyed.
like, let's say, authentic. As authentic as it could be, in terms of pirate folk music, those guys are the best. You know. Why do I feel like I've heard this song? I think it's a joke song, right? Maybe I'm wrong. You know, there's a lot of bands out there who do certain styles of music. Like, Ailstorm's great, Dread Crew's great, all those guys are great, but they're very fun. You know, Ye Banished is still fun, but it's more down-to-earth. It's more like, you could say, again, authentic to, like, the theme. But all of the music is excellent.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Well, Santiano is more... I wouldn't say Santiano is very Ye Banished. They're more of just, like, folk music. Like, they're a little bit hard to explain.
Shut down.
They just make music with the theme of it, but it's not... They're more like... What I could say is they're more commercial, is what it sounds like. You know, their themes
Ally has been
are awesome, and the way they go about their songs are very commercial-esque, if that makes sense. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but, you know, you can make a bunch of, like, crazy pirate party music where it's all goofy as shit, which is a lot of, you know, Remohoy, Ailstorm, Dread Crew of Oddwood, stuff like that. But then you've got more of a, you know, authentic-sounding Ye Banished. And then for the sake of, you know, Santiano, they're a little bit more refined. They sound just kind of like music with the theme of, you know, sailing and stuff like that. Yeah, but Santiano's fucking amazing. Santiano's amazing. What are we listening to?
Fun trivia about the game. The Conspiracy Podcast host on Radio 107.3 Morrow Rock Radio is Maximum Mike Vish. Is Mike Pondsmith the literal creator of the world of Cyberpunk, and all the conspiracies he talk about are actually true?
Somebody said that yesterday. Yeah. The guy on the radio is the creator of, like, the RPG. Tabletop. Is this a love song about having sex with a half-horse man? I think that's what it was. I don't know. Bada boom, bada bing. I hope not. I don't understand the lyrics. But you know what? A lot of these goofy, you know, vibey songs, whatever you want to call them, club tunes, I mean, it's all for fun. They're obviously not sitting there making, like, legit music about, you know, having sex with a half-horseman, but, like, it sounds good. You know, sometimes music isn't so deep. Sometimes it's just not. Sometimes entertainment really is just for the fun of it, you know? People want to laugh. People want to enjoy what they do. There doesn't need to be some sort of emotion behind it, and that's fine. Or they want to make badass stuff. Cool things. Taylor Swift would disagree. Well, not everyone's going to have the same feeling of, you know, how they want to go about their music and whatnot. Oh, this is a cover. This I've heard. Maybe not this cover, but I know this song. And again, it's like, bro, bands can make covers of anything, too. It's like, even if your band is very, like, you know, folky or death metal-y and whatnot, I mean, some people just do it for fun. Oh, it sounds fine. I swear this song's been made. There's so many covers of this song. There has to be. I can't remember where I've heard this from, the original, but probably a movie. Let's do fucking Serpent's Fang. Was it Titanic?
Golden Shower, Shiba next EX.
You got it, bro. I know Helvetia. Jesus.
Have you listened to Helvetia?
Yeah, I know them.
Sounds like something from Shrek.
No crit? A little bit like Shrek, yeah, maybe. Some sort of, like, 2000s movie. This was not in Shrek. It sounds like it could be in Shrek, though.
Start the DLC today cause you are one mission away from that.
Okay.
This is your daily reminder for the lore videos to buy a start.
That's fine. One sec, buddy. But we got a few things to do first today, but, you know, again, I'm not going to rush through Cyberpunk. So there's no real rush to kind of get to, like, the DLC if it's just kind of, like, right there and let's do it. But we'll get to it. Probably in about a day or two, most likely, right? If we're that close. Because I do want to go off and do side missions. I want to do a few, like, cyber psychos and stuff like that. It sounds like a song that would be in some sort of on-ice performance. I went to go see fucking Monsters, Inc. on ice as a child. I saw Mike Sully fucking flying around. This could easily be in Shrek, yeah. No, that was a weird thing as a child, bro. That's a fever dream. You had like a fucking oversized pea with an eyeball fucking flying around on ice. What the hell? Walk out of the ult, brother. One sec. We have to play a bit of E-Banished first, actually. Okay. I feel like they don't put music like this anymore into movies. Am I wrong? I feel like a lot of movies have more original scores than they do kind of like songs to go with them. I feel like that was more of like a 90s, 2000 thing. Maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, I've seen a shit ton of movies lately, but I've never heard, you know, iconic songs kind of in them, I guess. Budget. I mean, dude, if you've got like a knack for figuring out what you want certain themes and things are for like your movies, I mean, you can make some awesome shit. Guardians did have that though. Yeah, Guardians did. For sure. And I mean, that made sense, right? With like him being from Earth, and those were his old Earth tunes from his father and whatnot, so. Favorite cake flavor? Standard vanilla. No icing. We don't need to forfeit. I can actually 1v9.
An enemy has been slain.
Whatever. All I'm gonna say is, you wonder why people get mad that they're in low elo. You wonder why. You gotta put the work in, son. You gotta turn those impossible matches into fucking W's. It's true. They just, I don't know, they didn't want to play, bro. That's not up to me at that point. We don't try in low elo. Well, why does everyone complain in low elo then? If you don't try, then why do you complain? You know what I mean? Anyways, we got some Gragas games, folks. We'll do probably 2 Gragas games, and then we'll call it for today and go do Cyberpunk, because we are a bit late.